Incognito mode recently dropped a new video. Conspiracies. I don't know why, but this thumbnail, when I keep seeing it on YouTube, is it conspiracies? I keep seeing constipation. I'm not constipated, but I keep seeing constipation, and I think he's holding like prune juice or something. And then like, huh? And then like, oh, it's just conspiracies, okay. And then another time, YouTube will suggest this video to me in my feed, and then I'll see constipation. I cannot stop not saying the word incorrectly. But anyway, we're gonna watch constipation. It's about conspiracies.
NordVPN by YouTube brought conspiracy.
Conspiracies.
Conspiracies. What
Conspiracy?
are Chirp. What are...
What if all the pigeons in the cities are indeed robots stalking us?
Conspiracy.
What is rainbow?
What are... Look, all I want to know is, what
What? Did it snow on them?
are conspiracy...
Oh look! These are why are all of these Korean snacks? Look so good. What if Namu is a drone in my wall? Don't think about it too much. Do not stare at the wall. Do not investigate the wall.
Wait a minute.
What?
Are they making the green M&M less sexy?
Eh? They nerfed her eyelashes. That is so rude. Also, why would they? Why are they nerfing her eyelashes? He's on to you. They're trying to silence him. A delicious scent.
I'm not a big conspiracy guy, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I kind of just like the little ones that don't really matter.
He does not look sketchy at all with this. Out of all the ways to disguise this newspaper in front of him, not sketchy at all.
Give me an example.
I recently was grocery shopping and I bought a limited edition detergent that was wild berry scented.
Okay.
I opened it and started using it right away. And every time I clean the dishes now, I think, wow, that's a delicious wild berry scent.
Yeah.
But then I had to go to a hospital, right? And it just stinks like chemicals. And it's like, we have the technology to make cleaning things that smell delightful.
Oh.
Yet you go to the hospital and it smells like cat piss?
Yeah.
What's up with that?
That is a good point.
Why would they do that?
What else have you got?
So when I
Wait,
was a
why
kid,
is that a conspiracy? You gotta follow up with that. Like, that is weird. But why?
What else have you got?
so when I was a kid, my sister had been to like a party with glow sticks.
Right.
Okay.
And so she put a bunch of them in the freezer because she had heard that if you put a glow stick in the freezer, it stays glowy for longer. I
Okay.
think that's not true.
It does. No, it does. It slows down the chemical
Nah,
reaction.
there's no chemicals. It's just little green goblins. I'm telling you, with their little torches. So I'm a kid, right? And we used to have, like, you know, ice blocks. I don't know what you
Oh, I know exactly where
No,
this is going.
no, they did not mix it up. Please don't tell me they ate the glow stick, thinking that it's a popsicle.
Did you drink?
Just the one. But I go into the freezer. I go, oh, wow, that must be some new thing. And I get some scissors from the kitchen. I snip it off. And I drink it down.
No,
What in color was it, and what flavor?
It was a reddy purple. It tasted like soap, but it was spicy like Tabasco.
dude, I'm so glad
Does that
he's
make sense?
okay.
Oh yeah, no, that's good. Yep.
Now, here's where the conspiracy comes into it, right? My sisters are running around screaming in circles. He's gonna die! He's gonna die! Oh no!
That'd
My
be
mum's
me.
on the phone with
That's me running around behind them.
screaming in circles. He's gonna die! He's gonna die! Oh no! My mum's on the phone with like a poison control hotline
Oh
or
my
something, being like,
gosh.
"My son just drank a glow stick.
You're the worst mother in the world.
This is your fault."
I hope you made plenty of nice arrangements for the funeral,
Oh my
man.
god.
There's no point making a closed casket. He'll just glow right through.
Put him in the freezer. He'll last longer.
That's so mean.
But yeah, so here's the thing, right? They're saying, you know, you can't drink glow sticks, they're toxic, you'll die, etc. The poison control people Their solution was I had to gargle ice cubes, not to neutralize the chemicals, purely to get rid of that spicy, annoying sensation. So here's the conspiracy. I drank a glow stick, 0 adverse effects. Nothing happened. So
Okay, don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this. Do not do this. Do not do this. Okay? It's written all over here, but I'm kind of covering it. So don't do it. Don't do it. He survived miraculously. Don't do it. Okay?
they've been saying, oh no, don't drink glow sticks, they're bad for you. They'll make you sick.
Yeah.
But I could have sworn I could see in the dark. Nothing bad happened.
So nothing bad happened. So
It's like ever since that day, I got a new superpower. And they're trying to hold you back. Don't do it. Don't do it.
With a hint of Tabasco.
wild berry.
Wild berry. Yes. Oh my god, maybe it was a wild berry. Maybe that's what. Oh my god. You don't think.
No, it couldn't be. No, it's just gonna be.
Oh
it's
my
a
gosh,
conspiracy.
the PNG editing for these like discussions and expressions so good.
Yeah,
Sounds
you're
good. Surely-
crazy.
surely it's-
You're just making it up for attention.
The toilet buttons are a lie.
Oh, I've been wanting to talk about this for a while. Toilets.
Yes.
I think there is no standard for what the big button does and what the small button does.
Now I'm going to need you to elaborate on that.
okay.
There are two buttons. This is so fancy. There are two buttons for toilet. I only have like the one that you push down, and there's this little one. I only have one button. Most have two. Big button's supposed to be for number 2, small for number 1. Wow, you guys differentiate like that.
Very often, people go number 1. Less often, people go number 2. So, naturally, the big one is the one that's frequently pressed.
Do you
Because it's
want to
the
know a
big one.
funny story that just came to my
Naturally.
mind?
The big one,
So this picture just reminded
people
me.
go number 2.
Maybe I don't tell you. And sometimes I'm like, oh, I think I can tell them, but maybe I'm like, wait, hold on, self-filter kicks in later. I'm like, maybe don't do that. Maybe don't share that. It's not that embarrassing. I was a baby, okay? I was like probably like 3 or 4 or something like that. I guess like when I was little, my dad, he'll come back from work and he'll like rush to the bathroom and go pee. And sometimes doesn't close the door all the way. So I'll just see him from the back with like a little bit of door open. And he's standing in front of the toilet and he pees. So I thought, you can go to the bathroom that way too. So my mom found me trying to do number 1 standing up. And she's like, no, what are you doing? I'm like, this is... She saw me trying to... Just standing up. I thought I could just stand in front of the toilet. And it's okay. But my mom stopped me. And then I'm grown up, right? And we go on like around the like road trip. You know how hard it is for girls when you gotta go and you can't just like go to. I guess you can still go in the bushes, but it's so uncomfortable. And I always thought when I was little, I'm like, not fair. I think it was just in me since I was little. I always thought it's so not fair. The fact that you can go to the public bathroom and not have to worry about sitting on stuff that you don't want to sit on. You don't have to touch nothing that you feel iffy about. Even if it's clean, like you can avoid touching, sitting on public toilet. Unless you really, really, really gotta. It's such a buff.
The big one is the one that's frequently pressed. Because it's the big one. It's the one that everybody aims for, right? So that should be the small flush.
I feel like
exactly. Now look at this one.
No, don't misconstrue me. I think you're an idiot.
So you're telling me
Wait,
that the
what?
small button gets pressed more often than the big button?
It's
Yeah, it's not so simple, is it?
So the bigger one is more water, but bigger button is easier to press. So I think he's saying that people will press this more often, and therefore it doesn't really save. It's not about which one you press more often. I do get it, like it's probably easier to remember which one to press. You want more water, press the big one. You want less water, press the small one. But then people will press the big one more often than the small one just because it's easier to press. people don't really care which one they push. Yeah, so I feel like they'll go for this one.
I understand your logic, but I think it's built on a weak predicate. You're conflating big with important, when in this case, big means big, in that it's the big flush, it's the full flush, and the small means half flush. It's a
Now, you're telling me that this button gets pressed 5 times as often as this one on the left?
I
don't believe it. So what I'm saying is that across
So true. Because like you would have to press the small button way more.
all toilets, there is a non-standardization. Look at this. Which one is it?
It's 1 water and 2 water. 1 is less water and 1 is more water. It's not, like that's so clear to me.
Wrong. 1 big drop for solids, 2 smaller drops for liquid.
No, what?
Which one is it?
The one on the left is the half flush, and the one on the right is the full flush.
Which one's the bigger one? You don't know. I don't know. Nobody knows. Only the plumber.
The one on the left is the full flush. The one on the right is the half flush. Yeah, go on. Give us another one. This is easy. I can do this all day.
This button doesn't look that smaller as this one. In fact, kind of looks bigger than this one in some ways. Press both to launch the toilet into space. It turns into a rocket.
Not so easy now, is it?
The one on the left is the full flush, and the one on the right is the half flush. Maybe you just don't have an eye for it.
I think this is like gold like the sun, so it's P.
Yeah.
And then dark like the moon,
Eh?
so it's the darker stuff.
Why is it red?
What if we just had one button, and
Then you
instead
press that.
we used AI to determine how large the flush should be? Or a dial.
Like how it says
and a
AI,
button.
like
Turn the dial for
AI.
small amount, more, and then, full.
I mean, I see what you're saying, but I always will go the small one.
Really?
100%.
I feel like I've seen this kind of button in like a public place or like a hotel or something. So maybe America does have it in some places.
Always will go the small one.
Really?
100%.
I don't think I've ever pressed the small button.
Well-
And I don't in public bathrooms because I don't like the idea.
Yeah.
So I'll just hold it and then get very sick. But I always press the big one because that's the big button. Why wouldn't I press
See? Because you don't want to sit on the toilet. You have the option to not. We don't. Buffed.
the big button?
Maybe it's because I've grown up in places where there's levels of water restriction. I half flush on number twos.
Really?
I almost never use a full flush. Like, I could not tell you the last time I've used a full flush. I remember when I learnt the rhyme, if it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down. And I was at my mum's work.
What? That was a saying? No. Is that a known saying? That's crazy.
Maybe 7 or 8. And I was in
Let
an
it
elevator
mellow?
with my mum and a woman who I found out was her boss. And I was like, Mum, check this out. If it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down.
What? And then you just said the rhyme?
Yeah, and then Mum's like, oh, that's great. That's great, shut up. She's like, I wish that glow stick took you.
There was a time we were on tank water and we used to have a saying, if it's yellow, say goodbye, fellow. If it's brown, let it stick around. No flush for number 2. Big flush for number 1. Ad time.
That's
What
awful.
does the VPN in NordVPN stand for?
Ooh, Indiana
Ancient
Jones vibe.
society has kept this knowledge hidden for millennia.
Or at least, that's what my archaeologist grandfather told me. Behold, Nord boy, one of the Nord ruins' many puzzles. See how it reroutes my data.
Whoa, you just opened the Theodore Roosevelt. Where are we going, Nordman?
With NordVPN servers all over the globe, anywhere the clues lead. Look, on the back of the Statue of David. Give me your UV light. It's a message from the Founding Fathers. With this, we could get the international Netflix catalog, and a whole bunch of other geo-locked streaming content like BBC iPlayer and Japanese DTV. All the clues are lining up with the next solar eclipse. We gotta get to the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier before this exclusive deal expires. Uh-oh, it's the Society of Online Marketers. We've been trying to track your every step, Nordman. They want to make an online profile of our web traffic so they can target us with advertising.
Yeah,
and I
this is
can't let
cinema.
that happen.
Is that what I think it is?
Martin Luther King Jr.'s Dreamcatcher.
No way.
Don't let go,
Dreamcatcher.
Nordman!
I wasn't going to.
The eclipse is happening now. The ancient riddle.
Virtual, private. We've got 2 of 3.
What could the N stand for, Nordman?
I'm afraid to find out.
From the producers of Nordshank Redemption and director Christopher Nordlin. I'm afraid your adventure stops here, Nordman. Hand over Harriet Tubman's cipher, or I'll shoot the boy. This temple had its IP address exposed. It's gonna collapse.
The key to the cipher. It's on your grandfather's old pocket watch, which he gave you on his deathbed in his will before he died.
If it was known, it would mean the end of civilization itself.
Oh, network. It's network. Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, I thought it would be
Nordschnul treasure. So get
Nortional.
NordVPN today. Go to nordvpn.com/incognito to get a huge deal on a 2-year plan plus 4 bonus months. Ad over.
It is sad when ad is over.
I had to
for
get some
incognito
MRIs
mode.
a while back. They were really long. It was like an hour and a half. I'm in this f***ing machine, so it was like really boring.
Did you not have a phone?
No, but they
Wait,
gave us headphones, which
Does
played.
that really take an hour and a half to scan?
So
Oh,
it's,
that is
like,
so
really
boring.
No, but they gave us headphones which
Okay.
played music. The guy was like, "What kind of music do you listen to?" And I was like, "Oh, I mean, I mostly listen to like video game stuff." So he's like, "All right." So he goes, "Fuck, this is already making me laugh." So he goes on YouTube Music and types in "video game music playlist," and he's like, "What does this look all right?" Now
If
there's a
he's
bunch of like,
lucky, he gets like Nintendo. Okay, Undertale's really good too.
Undertale and stuff. So
Okay.
he puts it on.
Yeah.
Puts me on the table. And he puts the headphones on, locks my head in, and the music starts playing, and it's the Skyrim main theme song. Just imagine this mental image of me getting fed into an MRI machine while it's Dovagin, Dovagin, Dovagin. That was very funny. But later on, when I came out of the machine, he was like, "Oh, how's the music going?" And I was like, "Yeah, no, it's great. It played some stuff from Shin Megami Tensei 4, which it did."
Okay.
And he goes, "Yeah, and Donkey Kong."
Oh, now that's relatable.
Well, okay, the point of the MRI story was not the Dovahkiin music. The point is that you're in there for like an hour and a half, and it's just making a bunch of really loud noises, but you can't see anything happening.
Was it an MRI of your head?
That was my whole spine.
Your whole spine.
It's crazy technology. No.
It is. It is. Do you reckon it's real?
MRIs. Nah, I reckon they just put you in and then they just get someone in Blender and they just like put together a spine and they're like, "Yeah, there it is."
Yes.
And they just make it all fucked up and they're like, "Oh yeah, they're gonna have to take your spine out, put your spine back in."
You didn't drink any glue sticks when you...
I don't know why it would take an hour and a half to scan though. I've never heard MRI scan taking that long. I get you have to go in and out a few times, but span is long, I guess. Yeah.
They're doing that before they put you in. It's like, you don't have any like metal piercings, any tattoos, da da da. You didn't drink glow sticks when you were 4, did you? No,
Oh,
man.
no.
Have you ever had an MRI before?
Yeah, actually, my doctor was worried I might be just, like, too smart.
Or too handsome?
Yeah, and so they had to take a whole bunch of scans, and they were like, "What's going on? These numbers are off the charts." And they were seeing, like, parts glowing and stuff, and they're like, "I think this guy's
no.
using more than 10%.
There's actually no problems at all. You might be the most healthy and handsome man we've ever scanned.
Let's
Can
go.
you sign this document? It's just a release form. I'm like, yeah, anything for a
That
fan.
smile's kind of scary though. Sketchy.
What do you think
Can
about
we
space?
sign this?
I like it.
I honestly don't. Perhaps we went to the moon, but I think the footage we have isn't real.
I think they went to Mars and filmed
yeah.
it there.
Just because the lighting was better?
Yeah, we don't have the technology.
They just color corrected
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, honestly, that makes a lot more sense. Because they were going to do it on Venus, but when they tried to green screen it out, it just, yeah.
Because they're not directors.
Is Venus
so they would
cool?
just be there with the f***ing cat. Like, they don't know to hold it in, like, widescreen mode. They're, like, there with their phone, doing it in vertical.
Can you imagine Neil Armstrong's up there with the camera, and he doesn't realize he's actually got it on selfie camera, and he's just like, yeah, check this out. It's just on selfie camera.
They had to reconstruct it off the reflections from
The
his
reflection, yeah.
So there's the three. There's Armstrong,
Buzz Lightyear.
and Collins, Andrew Collins.
Well, I'm just gonna say third astronaut, in case his name Michael Collins.
I only know Neil Armstrong.
Nice one, Egghead. Oh, he's dead. That's a shame.
He died on the moon.
Yeah, they'll have to leave him there. Oh, look, here's a picture of Michael Collins meeting President Trump.
Oh, really?
That's nice. Yeah.
Some say it was his greatest achievement.
His greatest It's like, oh, so he's busy. We can get you Obama. No. Well, I mean, I like the idea if it's just like Trump like doesn't know who he is. He's like, oh yeah, well, you're Buzz's friend. Yeah, Woody.
Did he not know
That was my Trump impression. But like his expression looks like.
Oh, yeah, wow, he's seen some stuff. I've got something really important to tell you, Mr. President. You gotta know about the moon. There's a thing.
There's goblins on the moon.
I haven't told anyone before.
They took Neil and they took Buzz and they replaced him.
Oh, fuck.
And no one will listen to me.
Do you think he gets sick of the moon? Because there's nothing anyone wants to talk to him about except for the moon, right?
The moon, yeah.
Yeah.
I reckon he goes out at night and he sees the moon. He's like, oh,
Been there.
what happens to werewolves on the moon? If you put a werewolf on the moon, does he just turn into a werewolf all the time?
They're just werewolves all the time. Yeah.
Do they need spacesuits?
What if then werewolves are just moonwolves that fell to the earth? Because if they are on the moon, they'll be always wolves. Werewolves are aliens because they're a natural habitant of the moon.
Yeah, that would be scary.
That'd be really spooky.
What do you reckon's the scariest thing you could find on the moon?
The previous crew.
Apollo 1.
So, you're on the moon.
Sorry, let me just pretend that the moon's real for a second. Okay, yeah, I'm on the moon. Go on.
You're bouncing around.
Wait, does Mr. V not think the moon is real?
And it's great. You're having a good time. But...
What if you bounce too high? Will you fall off? Can you fall off the moon?
No, you can't.
Werewolves are moonwolves that jumped a little too high and fell off the moon and fell onto the earth. This is all so logical.
Fall off the moon? What does it even mean?
I mean, I just think that it's like, what if it's like...
where? Down space?
Why does it
Fall to
all
the
so
bottom of
English?
space?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you fall off the moon. Maybe you trip and fumble and you just got to sort of keep going. I think that's the angriest I've ever heard you.
And they all
Do you reckon they
so
start doing
mad.
push-ups and they're like, yeah, check this out. 150 push-ups. Easy.
Like one finger.
But he's doing it with his knees down. He's like, no, just film from the top half up. Neo, film from the top half up. Part of me thinks, just part of me, deep in my soul thinks, I reckon you could fall off the moon.
What, you're just walking around normally, you just gotta be really careful.
God, I hope I don't fall.
Trip, and then whoop.
They're hiding fun stuff.
When I was a kid, I read a book called The Blue Nowhere by Jeffrey Deaver.
Go on.
It's a deadly game of cat and mouse, where one guy is the world's greatest hacker, and the other one is a brilliant but tortured criminal investigator who's slightly new to the computing world, right? There's one point where they're having their hack off, and they're like, we gotta get into his mainframe, and then he's like, he's hacking into our mainframe at the same time, and they're going back and forth, who can counter-hack the best? And then it seems as though the hacker guy has kind of stopped. Maybe we did it, maybe we won. All of a sudden, the computer that they were hacking on explodes.
Cinema.
Because the bad guy hacker managed to turn off all the cooling fans and it just somehow exploded. What I'm trying to get around to is, how come the NSA doesn't do cool shit like that?
Yeah. It's never something cool like Watchdog, like hacking the bollards, and I'm like, dude, bollard hack, activate. In a world connected by Web 3.0, nothing is safe.
Imagine we like go to war with China, they press the button and all the bollards go up at once.
Then I've got a sweet motorbike and I can get between the bollards. So I'm driving on my sweet motorbike. I'm listening to Day and Night by Kid Cudi.
Cut the Skyrim.
Yeah, I've got Skyrim theme playing.
They're hacking all the traffic lights, they're turning them all red.
But I mean, I don't stop at red lights anyway. Nice try.
So next, they use up all the prepaid mobile data on your phone, and suddenly you can't connect to the internet.
And my plan doesn't reset until the 10th, so my hack gets cancelled.
Hack gets cancelled.
And which is hard because my other hand was already holding a beer, so now my hands.
I love that idea. Just being at the, I don't know, the NSA, the CIA headquarters. Stand down. Cancel the hack.
We need him working for us.
Thing is, like, you've got the movie version of hacking,
I'm getting hacked. This is major.
and then you've got the real life version of hacking, which is much more boring.
I was wondering if you can take a look at a website I'm trying to get to.
Sure, what's the website?
By clicking that link, he's just given David full access to his computer.
We're on his computer right now.
Tedious.
But what if actually it
The
is?
movie hacking is so much more entertaining.
Actually, it is as fun as in the movies, and it's much more like, yeah. Have you seen Swordfish?
Yeah.
You're like spinning a cube around, and you're going, the cipher is being decrypted.
Oh, yeah.
You
Is
see the
this a
number going
movie?
up. That would be so exciting. I think that's actually what hacking is like, and there's a deliberate move to pretend that it's not.
But what, like, why?
Conspiracy. You're not a real hacker if you don't say, I'm in.
What, like, why?
I heard that the underground, government, whatever. I heard that they actually have like this big
Underground,
document
government, whatever.
that effectively has like contingencies for a whole bunch of really strange scenarios.
Well, what kind of contingencies would it be? Like what happens if the president has a sore tummy today and he has to do an address?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And
I reckon it'd be like, it wouldn't be an easy, simple solution. It would be the most convoluted thing possible. It's like, all right, so we actually have a clone of him ready to go. So he can stay in bed. The clone can go out and do the speech.
Wait a minute. What if you cloned Trump?
Sure.
Then dispatched with the original, would the clone still be president?
Would he still want to be president? You'd be like, whoa, wait a minute. Maybe it's my chance to be my own guy.
What if he goes to sign the thing at the inauguration?
Yeah.
And some other guy runs in real fast and signs his name?
I'm pretty sure that just doesn't count.
What if you're swearing in
They can't yoink it.
president and it's a woman and she's pregnant at the time? Is the baby also president?
No, I think...
What if conjoined twins
He's like, I'm not gonna let you answer my question. Let me give you another what if right now.
win the presidency?
One's president, one's vice president?
Yes.
That is an intriguing prospect.
Because they're not supposed to have the president and the vice president in the same room at the same time.
That sounds
Really?
like fake.
No, it's true, because what if someone bombs the room? Then you lose both.
Wait, but
But what about all those pictures where it's like Obama and Biden hugging?
Did you know that Trump has never met with that other guy?
JD Vance.
Yes. They've never
What?
met. Because they
No.
can't ever be in the same room at the same time.
But-
It's illegal. They'd both be immediately executed.
this is not true.
It is illegal.
It's
It is
illegal.
illegal. Yeah, no. I actually had a girlfriend like that where we couldn't be in the... It was...
That edit, him just slowly backing away.
What if
yeah.
Putin wanted to hang out with Trump like all the time, like be friends with him, and Trump was like, I don't want to be friends with you.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't leave. And so eventually he had to get a restraining order against him. But then Putin was like, well, you can't because I have diplomatic immunity.
Ooh, that is very intriguing.
What would you do?
It'd have to become a extra legal process where it's like, oh, yeah, hi, Putin. Yeah, no,
He shows up with a basketball.
Donald's not feeling very well today. We're just putting him to bed, so you might have to just come back another day, Putin.
Just dodging him.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got it. Okay.
Yeah, go on.
I don't think there are any real restrictions on Air
I
Force
love
One.
these edits.
Oh, yeah, okay, go on.
So is the president allowed to just fly around to wherever to get ice cream or whatever? Oh, you know what I mean? Like, okay, now stop here. Yeah, that was good. Now let's stop
I
here.
want that.
Yes, let's stop at this Ben and Jerry.
That
Could be
one.
completely wrong. But when Air Force One goes somewhere, there's like two other identical Air Force Ones that are like also going. So it's like,
Yeah, I think so.
This
I
is
reckon
not
the
true.
limitation comes down to, mechanical constraint. Like, there's just not enough space for 3 planes at Ben and Jerry's.
Yeah, I suppose it's the landing I asked that to, I sent a DM to Notch once.
The
and I was
landing
like,
would be a
I don't know if you've ever
problem.
been on a private plane. Like, let's say you were going from New York to LA. Are you allowed to just say mid-flight, hey, can you stop and we'll get ice cream? And
did he reply?
He said nothing. He didn't reply.
He just didn't respond to him. He even begged for a response, but he didn't get it.
So I don't know. I actually don't know. I don't know. I've never been on a private plane. I don't know what the rules are.
I just want to clarify. Did you actually message Notch that?
Yeah.
That's so funny, man.
You know what we forgot to do? Who are you?
Oh, yeah. Hello.
Oh.
It's Mr. B.
I'm
from Story Mode.
We're getting
an editor.
official
Listen,
intro.
we got Story Mode. We got other channel, right? It's got two problems. Number one, not enough people do reactions. I go to YouTube. I go to reactions. Everybody react in main channel. Incognito. Story Mode reactions. Not enough people do reactions. I go to YouTube.
I don't
I
think
go to
so.
reactions. Everybody react in
Okay.
main channel. Incognito.
Okay, we're gonna change this. We're gonna react to story mode next time. I've not watched any story mode.
We're the story mode reactions. What the hell? Also, other problem.
He's
Story
glaring.
mode. Bad name. I'm changing it.
Oh.
Explained. I think that's a better name.
Oh, okay.
Explained.
Yeah, I like it when people have to pronounce things funny. Have you noticed, like
In
on
the
main
beginning.
channel, like, do you know why it's called The Varus Strikes Buck?
Yeah.
It means nothing. It's just so that when I knew reaction channels and we're gonna watch it, they would pronounce it funny.
He's just trolling us. He's trolling us. I can't believe he does this just to make us sound silly.
This is the Varus Strax book. Strake's book. I can't just read what he wrote, apparently.
And it was just like funny to me that they'd have to.
Wait, does this mean he watches or reacts? Can the people chat thinking about that? He said he watches reactions. Really? I gotta be on my most fancy behavior, which I don't know how to do.
Anyway, point is, I like explained better. I think it's better because then you know what you're getting.
But maybe some people haven't seen story mode.
Oh,
so
right.
what are they getting?
To do, Nate heads off into the
Okay.
wasteland. He goes running for many miles along
Okay,
the
this
road.
is what we'll see if we watch
It's just like that
story
Cormac
mode
McCarthy novel,
explained.
Blood Meridian.
Until he comes across an old petrol station? Whoa! And there he meets a new hairy four-legged friend.
Oh, I've only got
And
two
the
legs,
doggo.
No, Mr. Z, this is a dog called Dog Meat, and he's gonna be our new friend.
Nate
Yeah.
asks if he's seen Sean at all.
Give me Sean! Now!
Alas, this shepherd hound only speaks German.
Ihr Sohn ist 60 Jahre alt und leitet das Institut.
Do you think
What did the dog say? I know we have some German speakers here. Is it spoilers? Did he spoil for the German viewers?
this boy could have used a harpoon? Look at him. He's a wee lad.
No, he's far too scrawny. Thin-necked urchin dunderpate like you could never wield a poon such as this.
Are you Alex?
Weirdly, he recognizes her.
That's me.
I'm Ryan.
If she was taking that kind of body language, I would not dare.
It's taking a step forward,
No.
yeah. Well, it's like when like a dog, its ears go back and it starts showing its teeth. And you're like, here, boy! Like, no. Scoot into the corner, little fella.
Oh no, leave
It
him
is
alone.
the perfect background content.
Generally what happens
Okay.
is you'll
It's
come
perfect background content. We should watch explained story mode more often.
in. It's usually like 12:30 or something. You just woke up.
Yeah.
And you're like, I kind of just feel like watching video games today.
Yeah, I don't want to play it, but tell me what's happening.
Indiana Jones is solving a puzzle in the temple.
What kind
Okay.
of puzzle?
He's got to pour holy wine down a drain to get pictures of Jesus.
Oh, this is too complicated. Skip this part.
Oh no, but we need to do it.
Do some sound effects with your mouth. Make it more funny.
And then you like throw an empty beer bottle at me. Yeah, it's crazy. That's the conspiracy.
NordVPN.com/incognito.
Conspiracy.
NordVPN too. Again, thanks.
That was a lot of fun. Thanks for watching with me.